The elderly.
Mm-hmm.
How elderly should you be to be reporting?
It doesn't matter. Big age range. What is your name?
Jacob Coss. Jacob Douglas Coss.
Where are you from originally?
I was born in Oklahoma, Tulsa, but I've lived in lots of different places ever since. 4 years in Arizona, 3 years in Kansas, 2 years in Pennsylvania, another year in Oklahoma, 6 years in Texas. I lived in Washington State for 6 years. I've lived in California now for the last 40 years.
What was your favorite place that you lived?
California, I guess.
Stayed here the longest.
Yeah, Santa Barbara. I came to California to work as a psychologist. I'm a PhD clinical psychologist, and I was hired to work in a hospital in San Diego, Mercy Hospital, psychiatric unit. And then I just stayed in California after that. I had a long time connection with psychology. I'm not sure why. My family, I have one sister, 2 years older. My father was killed in World War II when I was 10 years old. He was on the Lexington aircraft carrier. He was a lieutenant commander in the Navy. And that changed our lives forever, for him to go away and not come back during the World War II. My mother remarried a couple times, not very successfully.
Were you close with your dad before he passed?
Not so much close. I was 10 years old when he went away when I was 9 years old. Transferred in the Navy out to sea. I don't think we were real close. But it wasn't an unhappy relationship. It wasn't like he was cruel or anything. It just seemed like he was really busy. What?
Was it hard after he passed with your family?
Well, it was. My stepfather was a Air Force guy. We got along okay. But my mother was single for several years after my father died. We didn't go to church at all until I was in high school. And I was involved in a program called Young Life. And that helped me understand who Jesus was and what it meant to us. And I think ever since then, I've been a follower of Jesus. Yeah, I know that. And this Young Life program provided adult men who cared about me, and I wanted to follow them and be like them. And years later, I did become a Young Life staff member, where I was the leader of high school kids, trying to come in, show them the way with Jesus. We moved around a lot because my dad was in the Navy. I made friends easily. I was a pretty good athlete, and I was smart and clever. My sister was not so fortunate. She couldn't make friends as easily as I did. Being an athlete made a big difference for me. And even though we only lived a year or two in each place, I was able to make friends pretty quickly, which was good. I played almost everything, but my best sport was track and field, running and jumping. And later, even in my 30s, I was in decathlon. And I did that pretty successfully for my age group. I set records for my age. Yeah. I think the sports that I competed in was a great love. I still really enjoy athletics, watching football, and watching track and field. I had 2 daughters. One lives here in California and the other lives in Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee. The one in Tennessee has a farm, which has 15 cows. I never thought she'd live on a ranch or a farm, but later she said, "Oh yeah, Dad, I always wanted to live on a ranch." So those 2 daughters have 4 kids. One has 2 daughters and a son, the other one has a son.
What has made you the most happy in life?
I've had a lot of really close friends, both men and women, and they made me happy, I think. Recently, several died. Several good friends have died. My best buddy and a girlfriend. This about a year ago. And I was moving here at that time also, about a year ago. So that made me unhappy. But I guess it's been a relief for it to subside, for it to quiet down and accept what happens.
Thank you for talking to me. That's all my questions.
You're welcome, Mary.
How do you spell your last name?
Coss.
Thank you.
Okay.